Valuemil Cat is one of the worst cat units in the entire game, and today I'll be seeing how far I can progress with just Valuemil Cat. Okay, so starting off in Chapter 1 Korea, this should not be difficult at all. I mean, Valuemil Cat might be a bad unit, but it's still a level 30 unit, so this should be pretty easy. I expect to clear Chapter 1 really easily. I'm just gonna show the major stages cause otherwise this video would be way too long. The only problem I faced in Denmark was the big elephant, but it really wasn't that big of an issue since it's still just Chapter 1 and the Valuemil Cat took care of the issue very easily. This is where I ran into one of the most painful problems with this entire challenge. See, certain stages have a tendency of endlessly spamming enemy peons. And when the attack animations of the Valuemil Cats sync up, it becomes very difficult to make any progress towards their base, and we basically just enter a stalemate. The only way to make progress in this scenario is by tactically firing the cat cannon at the right time. The next stage I wanted to show was Bermuda. This stage features the kangaroo, which would be a difficult enemy to deal with in the later chapters. For now though, it was very easy to deal with. The next stage is Brazil. This stage features the moth, which is a floating type enemy. As expected, the Valuemil Cats dealt with this stage pretty easily as well. These stages aren't really all that interesting, so I'll just skip to the moon after this. This is where it starts to get interesting. Chapter 1 Moon features the face, which is a floating type enemy. I thought the Valuemil Cats would struggle with this one, but they actually dealt with it pretty easily. And like that, we just beat Empire of Cats Chapter 1 and entered into Chapter 2. Most of the stages in Chapter 2 were pretty easy as well. I'll just show Alaska and then skip right to the moon. Chapter 2 Moon was by far the hardest stage so far. Neandam could kill my Valuemil Cat stack with a few hits, so I had to be careful. First I had to stack a few Valuemil Cats and then clear the peons in front of Neandam. Neandam was tough, but we still ended up beating him after a while. After that I went into Chapter 3, which was very difficult. Even Alaska felt like a big challenge. But I did end up clearing it eventually. And now the final stage, Empire of Cats Chapter 3 Moon. I was going to be clearing this stage with just Valuemil Cat, and this obviously would not be a very easy task. My goal was to reach the max deployment limit for this stage before pushing forward towards the base. Bun Bun could one-shot my entire stack of Valuemil Cats, ending this stage very early if I wasn't careful. I had to make sure the attacks of the Valumeal cats were completely synchronized and that each time they attacked, Bun would get pushed back once, because if Bun did get one shot on the stack would very quickly die. This is where Bun shows up and I had to make sure everything was perfect so that I could beat this stage. As you can see, with each synchronized attack on Bun, it gets knocked back once. And before Bun can even attack my stack once, it gets knocked back again and again and again. This is how I eventually end up winning this stage. Unfortunately, this is where the story ends because there's no way you can beat Into the Future with just Valumeal Cat. Even if you somehow managed to get to the moon, you would not be able to clear it.